It's Week 17 of the 2023 season. And up next is Darius Slay.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the man from Notre Dame. At quarterback, it's Ian Book.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The numbers on the ground for Gainwell last week. 10 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
Got his open man, it's Carr. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. The Eagles at 12-3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second and 5 now. Book. He finds his man, complete. It's Carr. Touchdown, Eagles. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Holding the team.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a danger. Ball has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
All start offense.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that's going to be incomplete. But man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Look from the gun on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Coming left is Gainwell. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Book. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Ball again on 2nd down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Carr. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. They run behind center with Gainwell, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Book now to throw on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Book. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw his Book. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carr. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Book now. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Book. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Well, and he lost it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They just...
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Carr. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, they always have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Book. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. Down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, Book. And that'll be incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Book. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Gainwell is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
From the 27, Wilson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They caught the ball free in the backfield.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll look to run with Gainwell. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On third down, Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jordan Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hardy set to return. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Look. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On third down, it's Gainwell. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second half starts with a run by Hall. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now Wilson on 1st down. Open man here is Conklin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Davis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. On the return, Hardy. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Again, a run with Gainwell. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
He finds his man, complete. That's Carr. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there, shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this turns into disaster. He's not... And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Free kick out of bounds.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Automatic first down.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Brooks looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And some room to work. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott now to have the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed,
Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this pass is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Throwing again here, Wilson. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Delay of game, Austin.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Still throwing the football here, even with the big win.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And New York set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now Hall to start the drive. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wilson. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. 4th down, here's Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And he's on the heels of winning the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award. He had a pair of sacks in last week's game, Charles.
So much for adjusting, so much for game planning, right? You know that he had the 2 sacks last week. Why aren't you able to block him? Sometimes the superior athlete just wins.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Wilson. And able to connect with Berrios. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Wilson will throw again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is,